In this video, we are discussing the liquidity risk. First, let us review what's the definition of liquidity. So, liquidity is a firm's ability to satisfy its current liabilities. So, the current liability includes the accounts payable to suppliers, salary payables to employees, and notes payables to creditors, or there are other kind of current liabilities. Okay, to satisfy these liabilities, in general, company use current assets. Okay, so for example, the company use cash mostly to pay its employees, right? To pay the notes. And accounts receivable and inventory or other assets can be converted to cash in the short term, usually within 1 year. So they will become cash and finally available to satisfy its current liabilities. Although inventory can be delivered to the customer to satisfy the unearned revenue, which was deposited by the customer. But mostly, liquidity problem we referred is the company does not have enough cash to make the payment or to satisfy its liabilities. Okay, so because this relation, we can use current assets and current liability to define many indicators for the company's liquidity risk. For example, current ratio, quick ratio, working capital. They are all defined by using current assets and current liability. And also, if we think, just think about a circumstance. If the company can always receive cash from customer more and earlier than the cash disbursement to suppliers, employees, customers, the company has no liquidity problem. Okay, in other words, the company's assets is liquid. So the company's liquidity is good. But actually that's not always the case. Right? So current liquidity risk is urgent because current liability is going to be due in a short time. So if the company cannot satisfy the current liability, the company will be in big trouble. So liquidity risk is the one we should concern. And also, liquidity risk or liquidity is more relevant to the operating activities. Just take a look at all these current assets and the current liabilities. They actually are about operating activities, right? But for example, accounts payable is from purchasing activities. Accounts receivable is from sales, right? Although cash maybe some is for investing or financing, but a lot of companies, their cash is mainly for day-to-day operating activities. So liquidity is about the company's operating activities, and it gives us an idea whether the company is able to satisfy its current liabilities. So we define several financial ratios or terms as indicators of current liquidity risk. But they're just indicators, okay? So when you use them, you should be careful. You should consider the industry of the company and also the macroeconomic effect. Okay. So for example, the current ratio, if it is greater than 1, or working capital if it is greater than 0, that means the company has sufficient or has more current assets than its current liability, right? So which is considered good. But if you only relies on the numbers without considering the company's industry characteristic or the company current economic condition, that is meaningless. Okay, sometimes current ratio less than 1 is tolerable. Okay? But sometimes current ratio greater than 1, that means the company has no liquidity problem. Okay? So the quick ratio, we actually exclude some current assets, for example, inventory. We only include assets, current assets can be converted to cash in 90 days. So the current assets in this ratio is more liquid. So this is another indicator for current for the liquidity risk.